in the all-white colours of the club is going to be last to move in next to Straight Wilder. Spellmaker stood well. Elder Hood in 7. True Blonde out in 1. Now, Minnie Gray ready. All set. True Blonde out in 1. Field stood in well. Now they're racing. True Blonde, Northern Song began okay over on the grandstand side. Elder Hood's heading towards the flat side out there in company with Minnie Gray and Spellmaker, and they lead in the early part. It's Minnie Gray in front of Spellmaker, Elder Hood and Straight Wilder, the last of the 4 down on the flat side. On the grandstand side of the course now, and Northern Song had begun quickly with Desert Song. They're out in front. Sitting against the rail there is True Blonde going up to be with the leading horses, followed then by Tough Sword. Back behind them is Timber and Sir Volker's last of those coming down the outside division. On the other side, Spellmaker made play. Elder Hood is coming after it when they reach inside the 400 metres, and they look to have it to themselves clear of Straight Wilder. The grandstand, it's Northern Song being tackled by True Blonde. Wide apart at the 200 metres now. Spellmaker, the inside, is about a length in front of Elder Hood, who's under the whip and can't reach it. They look to have it here from True Blonde on the grandstand, but it's the flat. Spellmaker leading Elder Hood, and Spellmaker's going to win it from Elder Hood by a length and a half. Third is on the grandstand. Give it a Northern Song in front of True Blonde, then Timber, Sir Vulcan, Desert Song. Next, Straight Wilder on the other side, followed by Tough Sword and Minnie Gray last over on the flat side. Well, the flat had an advantage there. They fought that race out and they had it to themselves a good way from home. Spellmaker and Elder Hood, one of the 4 runners from the Freedman team, has taken it out, and it's been number 1 Spellmaker, Shane Dye and Lee Freedman. Out Style comes up into gate 5. Nearly ready, Cigarillo and Madame Perec are the last 2 to move in. Cigarillo goes up. Madame Perec has the outside of the field of 10. Starter going to the platform. Just Madame Perec to move in. Very Jassa has the inside barrier. Madame Perec coming up, red light flashing, just about ready for a start in race number 2 of the day. Just gone start time now. Madame Perec joins them, so they're ready for dispatch. Very Jassa, the inside runner. Away they go. Not a bad sort of a start. Ms. O'Mai, one of the first to break the line. Bounced out in front of Quiet Style. Londolese over on the outside as they settled into stride. Then Brook Road a length away fourth from Very Jassa, Western Reality. River Express over on the outside, 1200 to go. 2 lengths Mazawa getting a good way back with Madame Perec. And Cigarillo between those two is back towards the end of the field. Ms. O'Mai's fighting the rider with these blinkers on. He's not going quickly on it. At the 1,000 metre mark, Michael Clark trying to steady down Ms. O'Mai. Settles a bit better by a length now to Londolese second. 2 lengths to Quiet Style third. Very Jassa a half length fourth. Over on the outside, Brook Road, 1 Western Reality tucked away on the inside. Then came River Express, who's a good way back and pulling a little. Mazawa getting up along the inside. Cigarillo trails it, and Madame Perec is last of all. Mizamai's dictated it at the 600 before the turn, just in front of Londolese. As they sweep around the turn, Quiet Style is holding down third. Very Jassa behind the leading horses. Then Brook Road wider out. Mazawa sneaking up on the inside. River Express out wider. Madame Perec and Cigarillo a good way back. Mizamai near the 300 metres. Got 2 lengths in front of Londolese, trying hard, and then Very Jassa and Quiet Style. Brook Road next, followed by Mazawa, who's into the clear and coming home. At the 200 metre mark, Londolese raced up to Mizamai and took the lead, followed by Very Jassa. Mizamai is on the outside, followed by Mazawa. Londolese is in front though. She's a length clear, Londolese, and Londolese by half a length to Quiet Style second. Neck to Mazawa getting up a third on the outside, followed by Mizamai and Very Jassa. Back behind those in the field to finish, Madame Perec. She was followed by Cigarillo, who couldn't sprint home with them from Western Reality, River Express and Brook Road. Londolese's won again, number 3. He's locked away. And a Little Beauty will take the 7 barrier. They still haven't got Azar in the stalls. And Rod Griffiths selected to dismount. There's a Little Beauty going in the red and white colours. Azar moves in unhappily into gate number 4. He's leaning against the side of the stalls, thrashing about a little. The attendants either side just helping to calm him down. Sentaza is in gate number 6, the favourite. Black and white colours with a red cap. Griffiths gingerly climbing back aboard Azar. Mr. Good Time's in 2. Just Griffiths to regain his seat now on Azar, who's not happy being there. Light blinking away. They're about to break now. Mark sensing sprint, 1,000 metres to journey. Line settles this time, and they're away. Centaza began well with a Little Beauty and Raffin Times. Now they're all splitting. They're all going to cross towards the flat side rail. Mr. Good Time and also Chalet's Magic, who drew one. They're going across the heels of the leading horses towards the flat. Raffin Times led at the 800. Azar had gone up into second, placing the outside. Centaza a length behind it. Then over on the outside of those horses is Jump and Jive, being followed by a Little Beauty, who's drifting back over on the inside of Chalet's Magic, and Mr. Good Time is last of all. They're at the 500 metres now. And Azar had worked to the lead now, raced about a length in front of Raffin Time. Centaurs are a length and a half away. 2 lengths then to Jump and Jive. Chalet's Magic, Mr. Good Time coming through between horses. Azar led down to the 200. Centaurs, Oliver hasn't let him go. Chalet's Magic running on from Mr. Good Time, who's starting to put in. Azar being tackled now by Centaza. Centaza raced to the lead. Mr. Good Time trying to go on, but Centaza holds Azar, and Centaza a half length. Azar second. Mr. Good Time got up for third in front of Chalet's Magic. Long break behind those to Raffin Times, followed by a Little Beauty, and Jump and Jive was last of all. Oliver just kept cuddling and waiting, and he's got the favourite home and Prefer an Angel, who's in the middle position to move in. Prefer an Angel in the pink and black colours comes along. So just Chevelle Place to complete it now. In she goes. Blue Storm beautifully gated in barrier number 3. All set. Light flashing at the 1400. And racing, Queenstown Kate began okay. Crystalero settled back. Sweet Delight headed off by Prefer an Angel. Blue Storm getting into a good place early. Miss Tesla on the improve, going towards the front, and Von Ann settling down about 5th as they go to the 1200 metres. Prefer an Angel led a half. Miss Tesla a length and a half away. Then Von Ann whipping up quickly to third around Sweet Delight and Blue Storm. One Amy's Dream a length further back. Then Queenstown Kate from Bionic Bess. A Scorbic travelling 3 wide, 1,000 to go. 2 lengths then to Crystalero with Sunny Lane and Chevelle Place 3 deep, and last of all the leader Prefer an Angel a half. Miss Tesla nearing the 800. Von Ann out wide as third from Blue Storm in the centre. Sweet Delight back on the inside and a half a length away to Amy's Dream. 1.5 Bionic Best. Queenstown Kate the rail to Scorbic deep all the way. So too Chevelle Place with cover. At the 600 Crystalero second last, and Sunny Lane last when they corner into the straight in the Devon Park now, battling for the run in. Prefer an Angel a half. Miss Tesla. Blue Storm's had a cosy run, and Cassidy eases off their heels, and he's got a big kick left on the favourite. 2 lengths Von Ann, who's under the whip now, and they're followed by Sweet Delight, but at the 300 Miss Tesla put her head in front. Hasn't moved on the favourite though, Blue Storm. Cassidy looking left and right, now gives her a bit of rain, and she sprints 2 in front. Blue Storm over Miss Tesla, then Von Ann, Sweet Delight, Prefer an Angel, but Blue Storm, oh, she's a very good mare. Down she comes to win by 3.5. Miss Tesla second, Von Ann a half length away third, Sweet Delight fourth. They were followed by Bionic Best, Sunny Lane working it off nicely. Next Chevelle Place, Crystalero, Prefer an Angel, Amy's Dream, Queenstown Kate, and a Scorbic. Well, they don't come much easier than that, do they? She's won 8 out of 9. Brett Zonda is going to be last to link in for the Cadbury Guineas. Race over 2,000 this year. Group 1 level. The 3-year-olds are locked away. $1 million race. They're all set. And racing, Almirada began well. The filly Lahar chopped out to the rear at the start. Behemoth gets back. Swing King first to bounce out ahead of Prince Dandan. Mustang Red Ancient City going forward. Zonda's gone up to 5th in the early part outside Gold Guru and Almirada. They've covered 250 metres now. Mustang Red the leader to Ancient City. 2 lengths to Swing King third. A length and a half to Prince Dandan. Gold Guru going up into 5th, placing outside Almirada. A half length away. Zonda on the outside now. 2 lengths further back is Vitronite, who's followed by Ildon, Behemoth and Lahar last of all. Good tempo at the 1400 metres, set now by Ancient City, out by a length and a quarter. Running second, Swing King, a half length away to Mustang Red. On the outside, Prince Dandan as they head away, not happy with the pace, and he's going to whip round the outside and assume the front runner's roll. Back 2 lengths away, Gold Guru travelling fifth, a length and a half behind him, El Murata. Half's onto the outside, 2 lengths further back, Veteranite, Ildon towards the end, Lahar and Behemoth. They're spread out now. They're racing to the 1,000 metre mark, and the leader, Prince Dandan, out by a length, Swing King second, a length to Ancient City, 4 lengths then to Mustang Red, another 3 lengths break to Gold Guru. They're followed by El Murata inside Zonda, 2 lengths to Veteranite over on the inside of Eldon, and then came Lahar and Behemoth last of all. Swing King has gone to the lead before the turn. They race down to the 600 metres, Swing King about a neck in front of Prince Dandan, 3 lengths to Ancient City, Mustang Red, Gold Guru next on the outside, followed by Zonda coming wide around the outside from El Murata. Veteranite is hard ridden back on the inside of Eldon when they corner, and then Behemoth and Lahar in the straight. Prince Dandan shot 3 in front. Here's Gold Guru and Zonda both making runs together. They're starting to charge home. 250 to go. Gold Guru and Zonda race to the lead over Prince Dandan. Ildon from well back. Gold Guru a half in front. Colgan getting busy on the favourite. Zonda can't peg him back. 100 to go. Gold Guru 3 in front. He's holding Zonda in the last bit. Gold Guru and Greg Childs half a length to Zonda. 2 lengths to Ildon third. Prince Dandan 4. Behemoth flying home again fifth. Then came El Murata and Veteranite. Behind them Lahar, Mustang Red, Ancient City and Swing King a distant last. Gold Guru will go to the 9 gate, and Loafer is being coaxed up into the line by a number of attendants now. There's Loafer and the baldy face, one attendant now leading him in, and Millwood is coming up. So Millwood about to join them as Loafer moves in, just about ready to go. Millwood coming back from a spell with his big weight, 62.5 kilos. La Baraka, the favourite, drawn in a middle gate. Greg Childs on board. They've got Millwood now. Field ready. They're set and away. La Baraka and Loafer began okay with Classic Day. They're going to come again to the inside. Cairns Love going forward in the early part. As they settle down, Millwood with plenty of pace at the 950 metre mark is headed off now by La Baraka, who sprinted to a good advantage in the early stages. Accepted moved up to second. Loafer moving up on the outside of it now. They're followed then by Drop Anchor going to fourth from Classic Day. Millwood getting back on the inside, and then Cairns Love it springing in a good way back. And Kalani Boy whipped the field in. They've got about 5.50 to go, and the leader is La Baraka, a length and a half to Loafer. Accept over on the inside third, followed by Drop Anchor, Cairns Love outside it, and then Classic Day. 2 lengths to Millwood. It's spring again as a good way back, and Kalani Boy at the 300 metres now, and La Baraka the leader by 2 to Loafer, and Accept, Classic Day under pressure. Then Cairns Love, and they're followed by Millwood and Drop Anchor, but La Baraka at the 200. She put 2.5 lengths. Here's Accept, who's starting to get into second placing, but La Baraka the leader from Accept. Classic Day the outside, but La Baraka is too fast. La Baraka beat Classic Day a length. Accept will be third, just in front of Loafer, and then Millwood. It's spring again, followed by Cairns Love. Back behind them to finish Kalani Boy and Drop Anchor, weak and badly to be at the end of the field. La Baraka, Greg Childs again, is beaten. All set, and they're off. Dane Ripper began well from a middle position, second coming away fast. Court of Honour settling on the pace with Marble Halls. Always Aloof is going forward with the blinkers on, followed by Rustic Dream, Batavian He's Regal. Second last Doremus and Delinquent whipped them in, and second coming dawdling through the first part of the race, led by 3/4 to Always Aloof. A length and a half to Dane Ripper, beautifully placed outside of Court of Honour. A length further back is Marble Halls, He's Regal, the rail. 2 lengths Batavian, Delinquent. Rustic Dream is second last, Doremus last of all, 10 from the leader. And as they race to the 1450, second coming the 3-year-old, about a length and a half in front. Always Aloof had moved up to second. On the rails third, Court of Honour. One away fourth is Dane Ripper on the outside. Back on the rails then came Marble Halls, 2 lengths Batavian. A neck away on the inside, He's Regal. They're followed by Rustic Dream. Second last Delinquent, a length and a half, Doremus last of all. They've gone past the 1200 metres. Second coming 3/4 of a length in front. Di has Always Aloof running second, a length and a quarter away, Court of Honour. Then came Dane Ripper in fourth placing. 1.5 Marble Halls with his mouth open on his outside. Batavian, he's Regal back the rail. Followed a half length Rustic Dream, then Delinquent and Doremus last 12 off the leader. They're coming along to the 800 metre mark. Second coming a half in front, Always Aloof. 2 lengths back, Court of Honour, a neck Dane Ripper. 2 lengths Marble Halls, has been no change. Batavian outside him, then he's Regal, Rustic Dream. Second last Delinquent on the inside and Doremus last, and they're starting to bunch when they come around the home turn. Into the straight, second coming the leader. On the outside, Always Aloof. Dice pulled for the whip, and they're followed by Court of Honour. Dane Ripper's coming with a run on the outside, clear of Marble Halls, and a long break to Batavian. Second coming in front. Here comes Dane Ripper now. Dane Ripper has raced up on the outside at the 250 metre mark to challenge for the lead. She pours the pressure on Dane Ripper and raced 2 in front from Always Aloof, Marble Halls. Here's Delinquent on the outside, but it's all Dane Ripper. Bart Cummings and Stephen King 5 in front, and Dane Ripper bolts in the Australian Cup. Delinquent got second, another Cummings Quinella. Marble Halls is third. Then came Always Aloof over on the inside, followed by Court of Honour, Batavian, he's Regal, Rustic Dream, second coming Wilted, Doremus towards the end. The great man's done it again. JB, Bart Cummings, has won the race for the 12th time. Dane Ripper's gone away from them. Last to move in is going to be Virtual Reality over at the 1400. 8th of the day. Swayze drawn the inside. Let's Cut Loose in gate 2. Virtual Reality moves into the outside barrier, number 11, and they're set to break. All set. Away they go. Virtual Reality getting back at the tail, and Glass Cutter was the first to bounce out ahead of My Bodyguard. Let's Cut Loose, Swayze, Cut Up Rough is up there, and Royal Blue going on. Zuccarino settling off them early, followed by Tauke, who settled down about third last now. My Bodyguard works to the lead over Glass Cutter. Royal Blue up to second now. Zuccarino settling fourth on the outside of Let's Cut Loose. Swayze seemed to get on heels and lost a bit of ground. Cut Up Rough around him being followed then by Super Lad. 2 lengths further back in the field is Carnelie, and inside Tauke and 2 Virtual Reality. My Bodyguard went to the lead clearly near the 800 metre mark. 2 lengths to Royal Blue. Moving up third, Zuccarino outside. Glass Cutter over on the inside, and they're followed by Let's Cut Loose and Cut Up Rough wider out. 2 lengths to Super Lad. Tauke, Sir Swayze a good way back. Carnelie in second last, and Virtual Reality was last coming to the outside when they corner at the 500. My Bodyguard flattened in about 2 lengths to Royal Blue and Zuccarino. Let's Cut Loose looking for a run clear. Cut Up Rough down the outside. Nearing the 300, My Bodyguard is flat to the board. Zuccarino and Royal Blue race to the lead together now. Clear of Cut Up Rough and then Super Lad. Zuccarino and Royal Blue at the 200 metres fighting it out. Hammer and Nong Tongs, and here comes Cut Up Rough starting to descend. Zuccarino has the better of them. Cut Up Rough and now Super Lad in turn. Zuccarino, Cut Up Rough, and Super Lad dived. Oh boy, Super Lad put a big bound in, and Zuccarino, there's not much in it. Cut Up Rough between them third. Clear of Royal Blue and Carnelian from My Bodyguard. Next, Let's Cut Loose, a break, Swayze. Tauke well back all the way. Glass Cutter one of the last, and Virtual Reality was last of all. There's the official photo. Looks like Super Lad's got there. It's a photo. 11's got it. Super Lad with a super platform. Galilean about to link up into a middle position. Stephen King on board. Scored a magnificent win on Dane Ripper in the Cup. Away they go. Galilean a little slow to move. Ronwood also towards the end of the field. Our Pompeii and Knight's Word began okay with Marcent down on the inside, but Mr. Zig is going up very quickly in the early stages, and so too is Rusty Saint when they settle fully into stride now, with Stonington second to last. Sorting themselves out, 1400 to go, and Mr. Zig went to the lead. Rusty Saint 2 lengths away second. Knight's Word is third. 1 further back then Dibbles Dane moving up to fourth around Sailor's Carriage. 1 Marcent, Kaylee Moonlight. Ronwin 3 wide. 1 to Our Pompeii, who's drifted back, followed by Shanoak. 2 lengths to Stonington, Galilean, and 3 or 4 lengths to Rubery. Mr. Zig running them along at a good tempo, heads to the 1,000, about 3 on Rusty Saint. A length away to Knight's Word on the inside, 3/4 to Dibbles Dane, having a better run today. A length away to Sailor's Carriage over on the outside, followed then by another one, Ronwin, trapped out wider. 1 further back, Kaylee Moonlight, outside Marcent, a length and a half to Our Pompeii and Shanoak. Stonington getting up on the inside, and then Galilean second to last, and Rubery at the turn turn now. Mr. Zig had slowed them down a little approaching the bend. He's going to come round the home turn about a half on Rusty Saint. Dibblesdane moving up 3 wide and Rodwin pushed out 4 wide, sweeping around the home turn. Knight's Word just behind the leading horse, and Stonington's got right up behind them as well, needing a little bit of luck. Sailor's Courage needs luck to get out of 4. Kaylee Moonlight down. Our Pompey went right over the top of him. At the 300, Dibblesdane raced up. Knight's Word got a split. Knight's Word hit the lead over Dibblesdane. Stonington a length and a half behind, closing, but needs to get a run. Knight's Word in front, kicked a length and a half on Dibblesdane. Stonington died on the run. Knight's Word by a length and a half, and Knight's Word wins it 2 lengths to Dibblesdane. Stonington third. Marsent fourth on the inside, then Shanoak. They're followed further back in the field by Sailor's Courage, Ronwin, Mr. Zig, Galilean towards the end, Rusty Saint, Rubery last over the line. 2 horses that fell to their feet. They've cantered past the winning post. Al Pompey and Kaylee Moon.